welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch the defense.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good.
He's good.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers under pressure, and down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Murray now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's got it up and through. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
To kick off for San Francisco.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down, Packers.
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Pick me up, here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down.
And sack.
Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to improvise. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A minute 52 to play until halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
And a Packer 1st down.
First down, Murray. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. Look long for his tight. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I sat down with my accountant and said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. They'll call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. So we got man. Mike.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the safety creep. Heavy Lion. Mike 54.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the scramble. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch out.
Steps away to the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. The right hash here should be an easy one. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
ShyneeMufen69's to kick off for San Francisco.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
50's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
1st down, and it's Pollard again.
Packers.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's able to get it out of there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Henry's got it out on the left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And right side, Henry's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy. Come up on 1st and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there. And they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Green Bay.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. They still can't get him. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
49er 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get in field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, You love these types of games.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
52 is the mark, boy, 52.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Watch the screen. 57. Nope, 57.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
In overtime.